This is episode 63 of the Rohit Radio Show. This is the first part of the three-part video series that I am doing on the topic of investing for beginners. Let's begin. Now, before we get into the topic, I want to invite you to come and attend my free Financial Freedom Masterclass, in which I teach people how to escape the 9 to 5 rat race in less than 5 years. The masterclass is 100% online. It is free. Thousands of people from all over the globe have already done this masterclass. It will help you a lot. I will put the link in the description box. Go check it out. It will help you definitely. I am 100% sure of it. Coming back to the topic, Robert Kiyosaki has written 3 books: Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, and Guide to Investing. Normally, people read only the first book. There are very few who read the second book, Cash Flow Quadrant, and there are even few who read the Guide to Investing. But these 3 are extremely important books if you want to become a smart investor. Basically, what Robert is saying in these 3 books is that if you want to achieve financial freedom in your life, there are 4 broad asset classes that you can choose from: real estate, business, paper assets, and commodities. These are the only 4. Any asset class that you can think of falls into one of these buckets. Even cryptocurrencies falls in one of these buckets. Now, when you are investing your money, you have to understand why are you doing it in the first place. Are you doing it for cash flow, or are you doing it for capital gains? So for example, if I buy a gold coin for $100 and if I sell that gold coin for $150, so that extra $50 gain is called as capital gain. Whereas on the other hand, if I'm buying a stock and I'm earning dividends from the stock, that is called as cash flow. Or if I'm buying real estate, I am earning rental income, that is called as cash flow. The richest people in the world are investing for cash flow. They do not invest for capital gains. Please remember that. So if your goal is to achieve financial freedom, which is your cash flow should be more than your monthly expense so that you don't need a 9 to 5 job, in that case, you have to start looking at these asset classes in detail: real estate, business, paper assets, and commodities. Conventionally, when we talk about assets, we are generally discussing stocks and mutual funds and bonds and things like that. But through this video series, I want to expand your investment horizon. Have a look at these 4 broad asset classes. Everybody can invest in these 4 broad asset classes, irrespective of whether you have money or not. First of these asset classes, which I wanted to discuss in part 1, is real estate. Now, real estate, there are 2 ways to look at it. Either you have the money to invest in real estate, or you don't have the money to invest in real estate. Let's say that you have the money to invest in real estate. Let's say you have $1 million cash and you want to invest. All you have to do is to find good real estate deals, or find people who can find deals for you, invest your money, and start earning rental income from these real estate properties. As long as that rental income is more than your expense, you are doing fine, because your cash is something that is likely to lose value due to inflation over a period of time. But now by buying real estate, what you have done is you have converted that cash or currency into a hard asset. So you are protected from inflation as well. Plus, the cash flow that you earn will be in perpetuity. Not only will you earn the cash flow, but your next generation and the generation after that will earn the cash flow. By the way, this is what celebrities do. Usually, if you look at sports celebrities, they retire by the age of 38 or 40. What do they do in the rest of their lives? Let's say a celebrity lives from age 40 to age 100. What does he do in those 60 years? Well, basically, he's living off the passive income. He or she will invest in commercial properties, residential properties, startups, real estate of other kinds like land, warehouses, and things like that. So basically, they are trying to secure income for themselves to fund their lifestyle. So that's one way of looking at it. You have the money and you put it into real estate. The other way of looking at it is you don't have the money, which is the case with most people. We don't have much money to invest in real estate. So what do you do in such cases? Well, just because you don't have money doesn't mean that you cannot make money from real estate. For example, it doesn't take much money to go out in the market and find some good real estate deals. So first, you will have to acquire the skill of finding a deal. It doesn't take money to find a real estate deal, number one. Number two, you will also have to learn the skill of raising capital. Once you have found a deal, doesn't mean that you can invest money in that. You have to raise capital because you don't have money to invest in the deal. So you will have to learn the skill of raising capital. Number three, you should be able to negotiate the deal because a deal has a lot of parties. There is a buyer, there is a seller, there are investors, maybe there is a banker involved, maybe there is a broker involved. So we are talking about a lot of parties or stakeholders. So you should be able to negotiate that deal such that the deal is beneficial to all the parties. Next, you will have to be able to structure the deal. So all of these are skills that you will have to acquire, and it doesn't take money to acquire this skill. You have to go out in the market and learn about the market. The more you learn about the market, the more contacts you make, the more you will learn. So finding a deal, raising capital, negotiating the deal, structuring the deal, these are skills that can be learned over a period of time, provided you have interest in the real estate space. Next, the operational aspects. Once the deal is finalized, you should be able to operate that deal, completing the paperwork and things like that. That is where we are talking about closing or finalizing the deal. And once the deal is done, the last step is how do you manage the property? Do you hire a property management company or things like that? So right from finding a deal to closing the deal and managing the asset, these are all the skills that can be learned, and over a period of time you can become a stakeholder in these deals because you are the one who is doing all of these work, so you deserve to get paid for this. That is the way most people have made money in real estate without starting with much money of their own, if you study history. Another model of making money in real estate and where you don't have money is, for example, in India, you see a lot of real estate consultants. In every nook and corner of any metropolitan city, you will find that next to a stationery shop or next to a grocery shop, there will be a shop which says real estate consultants. What are these people doing? These are basically asset-light businesses. They don't own any real estate. Their job is to connect the buyer and the seller and eat the commission in between. Their job is to rent out real estate properties. So what they are doing is they are investing their time, their ideas, and their energy, because we all have four resources, right? Time, money, energy, and ideas. Since they don't have money, they are investing their time, ideas, and energy into this, and that is how they are building their real estate consulting business, basically the real estate broking business. And this business has been going on for decades, not just in India, but also outside India. So just because you do not have money doesn't mean that you cannot make money from a real estate deal. I have a neighbor, she has a lot of contacts in the real estate market. She knows a lot of deals. Every now and then she comes up with real estate deals, and she doesn't have a company. She doesn't have a website. She doesn't have an office. She doesn't do any paperwork, but she knows bankers. She knows buyers. She knows sellers. She knows brokers. She knows lawyers. She knows chartered accountants. And with the help of all of these, her entire business is run off her mobile phone. So with all of this knowledge and intelligence, money can be made provided you have interest in this. So don't be bogged down by the fact that you don't have money, so you can't make money in real estate. Talking about me personally, I personally don't invest in real estate because that's not my game. My game is business, which is the second asset class, which I'm going to talk about in part 2 of this 3-part video series. Since I am interested in that asset class, I want to concentrate only on that, and I invest the profits of my business into paper assets, which is the fourth asset class, which I will talk about in the third part of this video series. So that's my thing. I don't have interest in real estate, so that's why I don't go there. If you have interest in real estate, then I encourage you to acquire this knowledge, finding a deal, raising capital, negotiating the deal, structuring the deal, operating the deal, closing the deal, managing the asset, doing some consultancy, building contacts over a period of time. In real estate business, your contacts are your assets, your information, your ideas, your creativity is your asset. It's not about the money. It's about information and it's about managing the asset. So that's what I wanted to cover in this particular part of the 3-part video series. I hope you got some value out of it. One book I would like to recommend here is the ABCs of Real Estate. ABCs of Real Estate. Yes, it was written by Ken McElroy, who is an advisor to Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. So read the book, The ABCs of Real Estate Investing, plus also read the book Tax-Free Wealth, written by Tom Wheelwright, because real estate and taxes are very interlinked. Real estate is a fantastic way to save on taxes because you can use something called as depreciation, which is a topic for some other video. Anyways, don't forget to sign up to my free Financial Freedom Masterclass. As I said, it is 100% online. It is free. You can do it from anywhere, anytime, anywhere in the world. Thousands of people from all over the globe have already done this masterclass and benefited from it. So go check it out. It will help you. Thank you for listening to this episode. I hope you got value out of it. I will see you next week in part 2 of this 3-part video series. Thank you so much.